Hello, Taurus, and welcome to Fifi and Gigi's tarot readings. Thank you very much, Taurus, for joining me. It is always a pleasure to do your tarot reading. So, Taurus, let's get real this week. Is this connection real, or are there too many red flags? Let's have a look. Let's get started. Let's find out what is it that you need to know, my beautiful, gorgeous, and amazing Taurus. Let's get started. So, let's use the Light Seers Tarot. Oh, this card's jumped out. What do we have? Queen of Cups. Taurus, you know the meaning behind the Queen of Cups. It's all about taking care of yourself first before you can take care of others. Putting yourself first, your wants and your needs, not compromising your values or your boundaries for anyone. Stay true to yourself, Taurus. One more. What does Taurus need to know, please, regarding this connection and the red flags, if there are any? What's the energy, please, behind the deck? What do we have? The moon. So the moon does suggest this phrase quite strongly. I don't know. Fears. High Priestess, Taurus, you're being guided to listen to your intuition because there's something going on with the Seven of Swords. Do you ever question your person and wonder, are they telling me the truth or are they just playing games? Because there's a lot of, especially with the moon, a lot of insecurities, uncertainty. The bigger the moon, the bigger the shadows too. Which wolf are we feeding, our positive or our negative? So the High Priestess is telling us to proceed. You can definitely proceed, but proceed with caution because I feel like almost there's something going on with your person. There's something um I feel like almost you don't fully trust them, Taurus. There's something going on. What's behind the Seven of Swords? You have the Hierophant, Taurus energy. Now is not the time to be impulsive, Taurus. Just take things step by step now. Just take things a bit slowly now. Take the advice of the High Priestess. Don't ignore your intuition because I almost feel like is your person acting a little bit sus? Are they causing stress? Are they causing something within the relationship where you're constantly questioning what's going on? There's a lot of uncertainty almost. But let's get started. How do you feel about this relationship? Oh my God, this is so weird. When I was shuffling, the Queen of Cups jumped out. And look at this. This already was starting amazing. Wow. That's all I'm going to say first. Power to you, Taurus, definitely. Queen of Cups. As I said before, this is suggesting start to take care of yourself. And this is still a good connection, though. How you feel about yourself and your person. However, though, the same time, you're in a phase at the moment, Taurus, where you don't want to just give your heart just to anybody. No, if anything, you really want to really be in a place where you're very comfortable with yourself, where you can love yourself unconditionally. And at the same time, it's like you're also setting up strong boundaries and values and not compromising them. So I feel like you're almost in a state that you don't want to, there are certain things you don't want to, no longer want to tolerate, Taurus. There are certain things that you're no longer going to put up with anymore. Why? Because you're taking the energy of the Queen of Cups. You're being gentle towards yourself, but also firm with others if they cross the line. This is something that I personally do admire about Taurans too. Taurus has this knack. They're very gentle, but don't forget that Taurus, obviously represented as the bull, will strike if you try to cross the line with them. So this is good. Let's look at your person. How do they feel about this connection? They feel good too with the Four of Wands. So the Four of Wands is a very homely card. If you look at the home, so a very homely um situation. So you probably live with this person and they do love to spend time at home, actually. And I think they're also been thinking of perhaps, I'm not sure if they've said this to you, Taurus, but this can show perhaps, very quite committed relationship. You may be married with this person, maybe married, living together too. So it's quite a serious relationship. I can see that with your person. So what is healthy about this relationship? Okay. Somehow both of you manage to put troubled times behind because that's the kind of victory. It's not overnight victory. And both of you kind of like are on the same page. Both of you definitely understand that not everything can be fixed in one day. Sometimes certain things take time to heal. When there is damage control, we got to fix it. So the Six of Wands is the card of victory. So despite sometimes the arguments, despite somehow both of you still manage to come through. So Six of Wands, you really support each other too. So what do I mean by that? If there are projects, business, side hustles, both of you really support each other with your dreams and your goals. Because the Six of Wands, if you look at this, is the card of accolades, achievements. So if you have recently graduated or you've successfully established a business, both of you are kind of like on the same page when it comes to being very ambitious. Both of you want the same thing. So the Six of Wands is actually that supporting each other. But let's look at now what is unhealthy. What are the red flags? The Tower, Scorpio energy. There is something that's not working here. So think about the foundation here. And I get it that both of you are ambitious, have goals and dreams that you want to accomplish in life. But let's look at the foundation though. There's something that's not working because we have lightning that has struck the tree and it's crippling, it's falling apart. So when something does fall apart, the question is, can we rebuild it? Can we rebuild the foundation? That's the question. So that's already the red flag. So can it almost seem like, just like I was talking about the moon, there's a lot of uncertainty in the relationship where we can have a lot of fears, Taurus, and we may be thinking, what's my person doing? Were they telling the truth? Do they really have my back? It's like we're questioning it. Okay, so if we look at the potential future of this connection, moving away from turbulent times and into calmer waters. So we're moving away from the rough seas. We're moving away from this. The question is, are we moving on our own or are we moving with our person? But mentally, though, Taurus, for you, mentally, you are definitely moving away from turbulent beliefs, negative energy, the toxic energy. You're moving away from that. So even the Six of Swords can also suggest you say what you need to say and you move on. So let's look at the guidance. What is the advice and the guidance for Taurus, please? We have the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords, I'm going to say, is the ruler of communication, just like the King of Swords. So the advice is, Taurus, approach the situation with logic, not so much with emotions. What is the logic behind the foundation here? Things that are not working out. What is the foundation behind the Six of Swords? What is something that you need to move away from and let go? Because that's what the Queen of Swords does. She removes her heart, which is right there. There's her heart. She removes her heart and she approaches the situation with logic and strategy. Because there's a lot of emotions here, Taurus, regarding fear and uncertainty. And that's why we got to listen to the High Priestess here. The High Priestess uses her intuition. So it's all about listening to your intuition, but also approaching this with logic. So Taurus, let's clarify. Let's understand this situation a little bit further. What is it that we need to know regarding this situation? What else does Taurus need to know, please? The Queen of Cups, the Two of Pentacles, see? Two of Pentacles, we're deciding, okay, do I do this? Do I do that? Sometimes we may be questioning the connection with this person. What is the right decision for me? Because we're talking about the Queen of Cups, you may be deciding what's the right decision for me, not so much for the relationship, because now, Taurus, You're putting yourself first. So you're actually more deciding what's the best decision moving forward for you now, which is actually kind of good. It's good that you're putting yourself first. Let's look at your person, the Four of Wands. Ace of Pentacles, excellent. So the Ace of Pentacles, again, it's all about something tangible, something real. With your person, what you see is what you get sometimes, because like I said, there's uncertainty. But I do feel that they definitely want to park. They want to put the past behind and they want that new cycle. In other words, they want more fun times now. If we look at the imagery. We look at we have people here having fun, letting loose. We have the Ace of Pentacles. It's about starting that new cycle. So I definitely do feel that your person is craving more fun in their life. They definitely want to just not focus so much on the stressful moments. I feel like they really just want to be able to enjoy life more. The Six of Wands. So what is healthy about this relationship? The Six of Wands also clarified with the Ace of Cups. Again, your person does love you. Yes, absolutely they do. We have two aces here now, wanting to start new, wanting to forget about the past. And this is what makes the relationship healthy. This is what really strengthens the relationship by keeping that love alive, keeping that energy alive. This is good. Let's look at the tower. What is causing the red flags in the tower, please? What is it? Hmm. We also have the Queen of Cups. Okay, interesting. Taurus, I have a question. Is there perhaps a mother or a mother-in-law that is causing problems in this relationship? Be a grandmother, could be an auntie, someone a little bit mature. This person could be married to, they could be a mother perhaps. This could be even a friend. I feel that this person's, for some reason, they could be interfering in this relationship. They could be causing issues. What else, please? Yeah. Five of Cups. Look at this. Five of Cups. That is the card of regret. It's like this person, they know that they have caused issues in this relationship. They know. And they're actually regretting their actions. They're actually feeling really sorry for themselves. So again, this could be either your person, Taurus, or this could be someone outside of the relationship. Like I said, like a mother, perhaps, an auntie, a stepmother, a grandmother. And I feel like they're actually regretting their actions because they may have caused um, the relationship to break a little bit. I feel like this person perhaps interfered too much and they're just regretting their actions now. Something that they've done with their actions and they're regretting it. So, and unfortunately, I do question, did your person step up and stop this person? Or did they allow this to continue? Like I said, when two people get married, the other families become the extended family. Taurus, you and your person, that's the new family now. So people need to respect that. They need to respect it. The Six of Swords, you're moving away from turbulent times, so make sure, Taurus, that you rest. Make sure you rest. It's very important that you rest so you can start to plan your next move. What else? The Emperor. It's time to be a little bit bossy now. It's time to take everything by the reins and you call the shots now, Taurus. Because I feel, Taurus, yes, because of what's happened up to now, yes, because there's been indecision, now we're taking the lead here. Now we are deciding what happens next, which is fantastic. I think because of your leadership, Taurus, and the way you are going to handle everything now, that's why we're moving away from turbulent times. So, yes, it's all about now resting, we heal, but then we take that leadership. We say, okay, I'm calling the shots now. Not someone else, not extended family. No, no, no. I won't allow anyone to influence this relationship. Relationship is between Taurus and your person. The Queen of Swords, that is the card of communication. It's also very important to think before you speak, think before you take action. Yeah, we also have the Eight of Cups. What are you walking away from? You're walking away from injustice too, but you're also taking action too. So the Eight of Cups, think about the Eight of Cups is walking away from something that no longer serves you, walking away from something that doesn't serve your life. And that could be the justice card. So if there has been any injustice like this area, you're going to be walking away from it. Why? Because you're calling the shots now. You're taking action as the Knight of Wands. That's what the Knight of Wands does. The Knight of Wands charges in and handles the situation, takes charge of the situation. Now, Taurus, for some reason, I'm getting the strong feeling that your person definitely has your back here. They want to be with you and everything. For some reason, I'm getting that there is extended family that's getting involved, that is influencing your person, creating this opinion about you, Taurus, when they should mind their own business. That's just my opinion, though. So, Taurus, I do feel that you're going to be really stepping up, really taking action, really taking a hold of the reins, and you're going to decide, okay, I'm not going to longer tolerate such behavior. I'm going to be setting up boundaries too, because I feel like there needs to be boundaries here. There needs to be boundaries here because we can make this situation work. What's some final advice, please, for Taurus regarding this situation? What else does Taurus need to know? Yeah, see, you're going to make the right decision. You're going to be moving forward, not impulsively. You're going to take your time because you want to make the right decision. Yeah, you're going to make the judgment call on that, Taurus. See, you're making a judgment call. The judgment is all about having that power, being the judge, the juror, and the executioner. You're going to decide now how things move forward. Because I feel that it's not so much a person. I'm not getting, and again, of course, Taurus, take what resonates with you. I feel that there are external influences that's causing unnecessary fear here, when no, that shouldn't be. So I feel like this is why Taurus, you're starting to create boundaries now between any outside influence here. Because I feel like, yeah, and they're regretting their actions. Even if it was your person too, if your person is causing trouble in this relationship too, they're regretting it. That's the part of regret. All they need to do, your person, they need to meet you in the middle, Taurus. That's all they have to do. Because, okay, there's one thing about regret and crying over spilt milk. The only thing that your person needs to do that's acting like a kitten at the moment, I need them to act like a grown up cat now. I need to act them like a hawk card. I need to act them like a king to meet you in the middle. See the difference here, Taurus, how you're acting more mature. You're taking a hold of this situation. The person needs to do the same also. But overall, this was still an amazing reading. And again, yes, I do feel that this connection is definitely real, but it's good to know the red flags so we can take charge of the situation. So, Taurus, thank you so much for joining me. Power to you. I hope you have an amazing day. And don't forget about this Saturday. I will be doing the bonus tout reading. So I hope to see you there. Have a great day, Taurus.